Come on in. Oh my god! Did you see that?
Oh my god, yeah. I'm watching your camera.
Alrighty, the open beta will be here in a couple of hours here, so let's go over what I think are the best weapons for PvE and for PvP. And remember, this is all subjective. This is my best weapons, what I think are the best, and what I think you might want to use if you're new to Destiny or new to the Destiny 2 beta because you're just first playing in the open beta. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So first off, there are 20 weapons you'll be able to play with during the beta. These drop from doing the strike over and over, and yes, you will get some duplicates here. So I don't think I have all 20. I think I'm missing the linear fusion rifle, or one of them, I don't know. But you just play the strike over and over, and you play crucible over and over, and they will drop. So will armor too. You'll have different sets right here. So like here, if I switch back to my original set, my resilience goes down. I'm trying to max out my resilience, which is your damage mitigation, and also my recovery. You're going to be a little bit slow, but you know what? I'd rather have recovery, and I'd rather have resilience. So I encourage you to try everything, but the two main guns I use for PvE for this strike is, first off, the does not compute high impact scout rifle. High impact frame is the intrinsic perk, slow firing, high damage. This weapon is more accurate when stationary and aiming down sights. Here's how I have mine set up. I go with the rifle scope, I go with appended mag, which increases your magazine size. I find if I go with steady rounds, you get some more stability, but at the same time, it only goes to 10 rounds, and I don't know, I want to have the most. This thing reloads kind of slow, so go with appended mag. Moving target, increased movement speed and target acquisition while aiming down sights. Next up for PvE, this is great for ad control right here, and I'm not going to try to pronounce it because you guys will make fun of me. Alright, adaptive frame. A well-rounded grip, reliability, and sturdy. I go with the Model 8 red scope. If you go with the other ones, you take a hit on the range. I always try to maximize my range if possible. I go with high caliber rounds. If you feel like you want a little bit more stability and reload speed, you can go with tactical mag. It does bump it up from 42 rounds to 45, but that's negligible. Go with high caliber rounds. I like that. Under pressure, improves stability and accuracy as the magazine gets lower. So you want to make sure you burn through these rounds. You got 42 rounds, and it fires at 600 rounds per minute. So those are my two main primaries. I'm not going to talk about the other ones here, but again, chime in the comment section. Not really feeling the hand cannons in Destiny 2. I'll save that for another video. Okay, moving on to the energy weapons here. These are the ones with your burns. You have arc, you've got solar, you've got void. For the most part, I'm running a Black Scorpion most of the time because I like running dual scout rifles. And in Destiny 1, I can't do that. With the new weapon system, I can run 2 scout rifles. This one's full auto, it's arc burn. And also when you empty the magazine, you get a slightly faster reload. From this section here, I go with full bore because I want to maximize my range. If you look at the stats here, these give you more stability, but you take a hit on range. Here you got tactical mag or you got steady rounds. You get a little bit more stability with steady rounds, but I go with tactical mag because I want to keep my range. You got moving target, increased movement speed, and target acquisition when moving while aiming down sights. Next up, we've got the Ghaul PR4. Probably pronouncing that wrong. This one is a Void Pulse Rifle. Now, intrinsically, it's got lightweight frames, superb handling, move faster when this weapon is equipped. I go with the first sight. I don't know. This is the old Omelon sight from Destiny 1. I don't like it. I like this one here, the Torch. You got ricochet rounds, or you can go with steady rounds. Steady rounds gives you more stability, but once you get used to the recoil pattern, I don't know. I like the range. I don't really know if the ricochet rounds really do anything, but I don't know. That's what I go with. You got full auto trigger system. So this one's full auto, but believe it or not, when I get to PvP, I'll talk about this. I don't use this in full auto, actually, because I find if I just use it with full auto and hold down the trigger, my aim, which is already terrible, goes all over the place. Then lastly, I like the Deathstalker. Now, this thing does kick a bit, not the greatest ability, but I don't know. It's got a rapid fire frame, so deeper ammo reserve, slightly faster reload when a magazine's empty. I go with extended barrel. If you go with the other two here, you get better handling and better stability, but once again, want to maximize my range. You got accurized rounds, or you can go with steady rounds. Now, you might want to go with steady rounds for PvP to give you more stability, because this thing does kick a little bit, but once again, I'm all about the range, so I go with that. Then you have dynamic sway reduction. When holding down the trigger, this weapon's sway reduction system boosts accuracy and stability over time. This thing's got a lot of rounds in it, 51, so that's where this kind of comes in handy here, is you basically want to just hose enemies down with that weapon. Sometimes I'll use the minuet, but like I said, or I don't know if I did say it, I'm not very good with hand cannons, or I'm not really feeling hand cannons just yet. I need to experiment with them more. I'll just give a whole dedicated day over the weekend to go over hand cannons. But hey, by all means, look, try everything. If you're new to Destiny or just playing the open beta, try everything. Alright, next up is power weapons. So now these also have burns. You got a sniper, you've got a rocket launcher, you got a grenade launcher, and you've got the fusion rifle, and of course a shotgun. For PvE purposes, this rocket launcher does a lot of damage. It's an intrinsic perk because this weapon fires small auto-tracking missiles. Missiles lock onto targets when aimed. So if I'm playing on my Warlock, I put down a rift that's going to give me more damage. I set up my perks here, down here, to a volatile launch and also high velocity rounds so that I maximize my blast radius and velocity. Lastly, you have snapshot sights, faster time to aim down sights. When you pick up heavy right now, oh god, I just said heavy. When you pick up power ammo, you're only going to get 1 rocket. I think you can hold up to 6 in this thing, so this is pretty damn good. The grenade launcher, I don't know. I don't have very good luck with these things. They don't do that much damage. For me personally, I hip fire them the whole time. So this one has an aggressive frame, high damage, high recoil. You can go to volatile launch or you can go with confined launch. Go with volatile so this way you don't take a hit on your blast radius or velocity. You got mini frags or you can go with the thermoplastic grenades. You can see here the mini frags, you take a hit on blast radius and velocity. Lastly, a pulse monitor automatically reloads a portion of the magazine when the wielder is critically wounded. So I don't know, play around with it, have some fun with it. The sniper, it's not very high impact, or at least in my opinion. I feel like it doesn't do that much damage, but it's not bad. This one has a rapid fire frame, deeper ammo reserves, and a slightly faster reload when the magazine's empty. So you got full bore, small bore, or you've got arrowhead break. So I go with the one that's going to give me the most range, because if you go with these here, you get more stability and handling. But I don't know, for me, I like range. You got tactical mag, or you can go with flared mag, well, completely up to you. Last one, you got firmly planted, increased accuracy, stability, and handling when firing when crouched. It's like Take a Knee from Destiny 1. Now the fusion rifle, this is what I use in PvP, which we'll talk about in a second here, but I also use it in PvE purposes. It's great for taking down yellow bars. So it's got precision frame. This weapon's recoil pattern is more predictable and vertical. I just go with the main sight here. I don't really see a point in using like these other sights here. I feel comfortable with it. These don't really change the stats that much. That gives you a little bit more handling. Here I have enhanced battery or liquid coils. I would go with enhanced battery, give you 1 extra shot, especially in PvP. We'll talk about that in a second. And you got rampage. Kills with this weapon temporarily grants increased damage, and it does stack 3 times. So if I'm in PvE and I take out a red bar, and then I take out another red bar, and then when I go to lay into a yellow bar, it's going to do a lot of damage. Alright, moving on to PvP. This is my loadout, alright? I absolutely adore this auto rifle here, and you're going to see in all my background clips that I use for Destiny 2 beta, it's going to be this auto rifle. I don't know, for some reason, it's like, I think it's the Supercell Monte Carlo archetype from Destiny 1. It seems to lock onto people's heads, and it downs them fairly quickly. The Nurgle, this also, everyone's telling you it's the best pulse rifle. I think it is. Everyone seems to like the Nightshade. I don't know. For me, I like this one, but the full autos, for me, this is a waste of a perk right here. You know, let's go look at the Nightshade real quick. I don't really have luck with it. I don't know what it is. I think it's the sights. The sights mess with me for some reason. I like the sights on the Nurgle. But the Nurgle has a wasted perk at the end because it's full auto, and I actually don't use it in full auto. I find if I fire it in full auto, my aim, which is already terrible, is all over the place. But if we look at the Nightshade here, so you have lightweight frame, superb handling, and you move faster when you equip this weapon. You got the red dot micro, you got the red dot MOA, but I sometimes bounce between these two right here. I'd go with the first one if you're just starting out. You got tactical mag, or you got armor piercing rounds. I don't know. I go with stability. You know what? I don't like this weapon because the sight, I think it takes up too much screen real estate. You got kill clip. Reloading after kill grants increased damage, so it's kind of like reactive reload. But I don't know. Mess around with it. You PvP pros out there. Let me know what you guys think of the Nightshade. The Nurgle, love it. Absolutely. I down people a lot with it, but for the most part, it's the auto rifle. I just waste people with that thing. And of course, the main ingredient. This thing just destroys people in PvP. I mean, the range is ridiculous. You get 6 rounds when you pull this in PvP. And yeah, I'm always running to the... Did I say heavy? Whenever you, I'm delirious right now, I made too many videos. I'm always running to the power ammo slot to pick this up because that's almost a guaranteed 5 to 6 kills right there with this thing. Grenade launcher, I don't think does enough damage in PvP. The rocket launcher is not bad, but you only get 1 rocket. And Shaq screams, oh, I can't wait to see what you're going to do at all. Or he says something like, don't waste all that ammo at once. Well, you only get 1 rocket with it. So I would go with this. The shotgun, I see a few people killing me with it, but I've not had good luck with this thing. Mainly probably because I'm just not used to using shotguns in a very, very, very long time. But if you're going to use it, let's see, what are perks? A lightweight frame, Alright, so you're going to move fast with this thing. Go with smoothbore to give you your max range and impact and all that. Got a pendant magazine, or you've got assault mag. Lastly, you have auto-loading holster. The holstered weapon is automatically reloaded after a short time. But you know what? When you're pulling power ammo, you're going to keep that thing out the whole time. So I would go with the fusion rifle, and I would maybe go with the rocket launcher if you're just starting out. Hey, you snipers out there, I've tried sniping in Destiny 2. I love sniping in Destiny 1, but I am just terrible at sniping in Destiny 2. And if I'm going to grab power ammo, I'd rather grab this fusion rifle. They are going to nerf this thing when it comes out in the full game. So anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Do me a favor, drop a like at this video only if you see fit. Follow me on the Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream, usually and always on YouTube, and that's it. I'm out of here like Vladimir.